Welcome back to my channel, Shyam on Trekking and Traveling. In this video, I'm going to present the trekking on about the Pinparvathi Pass. This day, as per plan, we started our trek early in the morning, exactly by 6 a.m. The cave owner prepared the food as requested and dropped us exactly at 10th kilometer in his jeep as assured yesterday. Nicholas also joined with us. We reached the 10th kilometer by 7 am. There we saved 1.5 hour time and no doubt a little bit energy too. In fact, this trekking is very crucial since we were on time constraint. Moreover, we have to cross several side streams also. This terrain mostly barren land without any vegetation as we see here. Literally, only after the 10th kilometer, we started our trekking. Nicholas, very energetic, tall, and trekked very fast and always ahead of everyone. As usual, myself at my own pace. We had our breakfast on the way. Magesh decided to pitch our tents at 4,400 meter altitude, the base camp at the bottom of the pass, that is at a distance of 28 kilometers from the village. From the base camp, we need to cross Pinparvathi river, no doubt with water flowing with ultimate low temperature. We reached the base camp at 5:15 pm. We totally covered a distance of 28 kilometers. Magesh, with the presence of mind, chose a correct and suitable place and urged everyone to cross the river and forced everyone to move hand in hand slowly and steadily. Really, that's a very adventurous indeed. All of them crossed the river successfully with the help of Magesh and his perfect guidance. Then we pitched our tent this night. No one slept well because of sub-zero temperature and the sleeping bags were not up to our requirement, with a dream of next day's hiking. Day 2. No need to prepare food as we had a food parcel from cave. Magesh started climbing the peak early, followed by Vijay and myself. As usual, I was climbing slowly at my own pace. Nicholas decided to start late by half an hour. The peak may be classified into 3 stages. First stage was steep and rocky. Second stage was of the same nature with a stream crossing, and the third one was a glacier full of ice. At the end of the first stage, Magesh just encouraged me a lot in pushing me up, as myself very slow in hiking and he very particular about time constraint. At first stage itself, we finished our breakfast. Vijay helped me by carrying my backpack to certain distance. By the time the young Nicholas hiked past every one of us and reached the peak in a short period and became a dot. When we reached the peak, here the altitude 5,300 meters, Nicholas, who reached earlier, prepared north soup and offered the same to us. After having some photo shoot, we started hiking down together till next campsite. If you like this video, please make a comment and share with your friends. I would like to share the happening on the rest day at the Mood village. Though we declared the day as rest day, we planned to visit the village Gaza, 52 km away, a small commercial hub for the surrounding hill villages. We went with Tara cave owner, who usually visit Gaza village twice or thrice a week for procurement in his own vehicle. Nicholas, a Belgian, also joined with us. He expressed interest in doing Pinbaba along with us. Everyone enjoyed this trip to Gaza. There Nicholas purchased some essential things for trekking. We did nothing except had a good lunch, made calls to family members, and updated them. In the evening, back to Mud village and finished our dinner. By the time Magesh became familiar to lot of people in the cave by his fun speech and easily mingled attitude with others. Then we started our preparation for this day Pinparvathi trek. Actually, we gave all the unwanted and unwanted food materials such as rice, etc. to the local needy. Instead, we requested the cave owner to prepare rotis and boiled eggs with shell for our trek, that too early morning, ready by 6 a.m. They also in turn agreed and prepared for us. Also, we made a request to the cave owner to drop us on the trail as far as an SUV can go. He also agreed for that at a nominal cost. I also make up my mind to continue the trek as I recovered from diarrhea to some extent. That day we segregated some unwanted wheat and asked the two dropouts to carry the same till Kullu bus stand after their bike trip. Of course, we had another good sleep there under the thick blanket with a dream of this trek. At an altitude of 4,100 meters and covering a distance of 12.5 kilometers after passing Mantalai Lake and Mantalai Temple on the way. We pitched our tents here, satisfied ourselves for covering a considerable distance as decided. If you don't subscribe my channel so far, please subscribe now and press the bell button. Night we slept a little bit more, started trekking belatedly by 8:30 a.m. whereas Nicolette started even further delay by 9:30 a.m. As usual, Magesh and Vijay were moving fast and myself followed them at a time lapse of 30 to 50 minutes. This stretch was more or less plain with gradual descent. We crossed Oditache, a familiar camping site on the way, 16 kilometers from the last campsite, and continued our trekking without stopping. After crossing the river at one point by Pondo Bridge, formed naturally by boulders, and pitched our camping tents half a kilometer away from the river crossing. This place is just 2 kilometers before a campsite called Thakur Khan. Magesh and Nicholas prepared hot water for drinking and noodles for dinner, the last stop with us. Here the altitude is 33,800 meters. We slept not so well as the temperature was too low here. This day we start a little bit earlier as we don't have breakfast in hand. Try to reach the next camping site named Tunda Booch, where we expected some food to eat. In fact, yesterday we covered a distance of 24 km, which is the longest distance covered in a day in this trekking. On the week we crossed 2 to 3 side streams. We reached the Tunda Bhuj at 10:30 am. As expected, we got some food like roti, though not enough. It's okay in situation like this. We took some rest here. Actually, the stretch in between the last campsite to this place was really a challenging and more critical also, not suitable for late evening trekking. Originally, we planned to trek up to this place, Tundapooch, without stopping. Fortunately, we stayed in the previous camp itself. Otherwise, it would become a horrible incident for us. In fact, every one of us felt the same feeling without expressing the same, and only shared after we reached here. And thank God for not forcing ourselves to continue the trek yesterday late evening. After some rest, we started towards the next campsite, Kir Ganga, also became a hiking tourist hub nowadays with mushrooming private tents and eateries. Hiking tourists reach here from Kalga village, which is at the exit point 13 km away from here. The other, except me, the three, reached Kir Ganga well 50 minutes ahead of me by 3 pm itself. I reached Kir Ganga at 3:50 pm. We all had a good bath here in hot spring pool for about 1 hour. Nicholas decided to continue the trek and exit this day itself, as he wanted to talk with his mother from Kalga, a village at exit point from where he can make calls. So he left. We three stayed in Kir Ganga that night after had enough good food from a eatery and slept well in night in a rented tent for a change. This day, we started from Kir Ganga by 7 am after finishing our breakfast in the same eatery. This stretch is descending fast with a little bit ups and downs. On the way, we witnessed a number of tourists interested in short trekking, going to Kir Ganga for fun-filling days. As expected, we reached Kalga, a village at the exit at a dam point, which is also a hydroelectric station. We had a tea and snacks nearby tea shop and visited a Shiva temple, familiar for hot spring, and also visited Gurudwara Sri Manikaran Sahib in Manikaran, a notable town on the way to Kullu. We had our free lunch in Gurudwara itself and continued our journey to Kullu by local bus. Thank you very much for viewing my video.